Hello. Welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we are going to listen to conversations of people talking about love and the stories surrounding it. This video is divided into 3 parts, where the characters will be talking about falling for their best friends, knowing the one, and falling in love. And there will be a listening comprehension quiz at the end of each scene. Listen carefully and see if you get all of the questions right. Be sure to stay with us until the end of the video. We'll point out important words from the conversations, everyday slang, and the most common way to say things in English. Watch for these words and phrases in the subtitles. You'll find their meanings in the vocabulary section in the last part of the video. Are you excited? This should be fun. First, let's listen to a conversation between a father and son talking about falling in love with their best friends. You might remember your own love story too, but don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's dive in.
Hey son, how was school today? Has anything exciting happened?
Hi, Dad. School was okay, nothing special.
I was thinking we could order some pizza or burgers for dinner. What do you say?
Thanks, Dad, but I'm not really hungry right now. Not feeling like burgers tonight.
But you usually love burgers. Is something up? You can tell me, you know?
Yeah, I guess I can talk to you about it. You've always been supportive, but I'm kind of embarrassed to say. It's really important to me.
It's okay, buddy. You can trust me. You can tell me anything. We'll figure it out together.
Dad, you know I'm not a little kid anymore, right?
Of course, son. You're growing up. What's on your mind?
Well, there's this girl at school that I really like.
Ah, a crush. Tell me more.
It's Marie, my best friend. You've met her before.
Oh, Marie, she's nice. But I didn't realize you had feelings for her.
Yeah, it's more than just liking her. I think I might love her. We've been friends since we were little. But now I'm not sure if I should tell her.
Son, there's nothing wrong with falling for your best friend. Actually, your mom used to be my best friend.
Really? Are you serious or just saying that to cheer me up?
No joke, it's true. You can ask your mom about it.
No, I'd rather keep Mom out of this. But how did you two fall in love?
It wasn't hard at all. Your mom felt like my soulmate from the start. At first, I just saw her as my buddy, but over time I realized she was the one for me. Simple as that.
Dad, I'm curious. How did you ask Mom to be your girlfriend? What's the story?
Oh, you want to hear our love story? Funny, I thought I've told you this already.
Nope, first time hearing about it.
Huh, guess we never got around to it before. Well, sit tight, I'll tell you about it. So, we were in the same school, just like you. When I first saw her in class, I kinda liked her, but I wasn't sure what it meant exactly.
So, did you approach her? Did you ask her name? What happened next?
Well, at first, we just exchanged looks and never talked. It was a bit weird because we didn't click right away. She thought I was impolite, and I could tell from the way she looked at me.
Oh, that must have been awkward.
You're right.
But you said Mom's your best friend. How did it happen?
Well, things changed when we ended up in the same homework group. We had to work together in the library, and that's when we started talking. And once we started, we couldn't stop. We became inseparable, hanging out every day after school and chatting away.
Wow, sounds like you two hit it off.
Yeah, we did. But even though I liked her from the start, I didn't tell her. I was scared she'd say no and ruin our friendship, but everything changed one day.
What has changed, Dad? I'm getting more curious.
So one day, your mom came to me all excited, saying she had big news. She told me she'd started dating a guy from her college literature class. She was over the moon about it. But for me, it was like a punch in the gut. I felt awful.
That sounds tough. So what did you do?
I just put on a fake smile and pretended to be happy for her. But inside, I was hurting badly. It made me realize I loved her even more than I thought. And as days went by, it only got harder, especially hearing her talk about that guy.
I feel sad for you, Dad. So you didn't do anything about your feelings?
One day, I mustered up the courage and decided to tell her how I felt.
That's brave of you, Dad. How did it go?
Well, I was really nervous, but I went for it anyway. I confessed that I'd loved her since we met. She was shocked and didn't say anything. I thought I'd messed up big time.
That must have been tough. So what happened next, Dad? Were you still friends after that?
I felt awful and I didn't know if she would still be friends with me. But the next day she came to me and said she was just trying to test me. She wasn't seeing anyone. She just wanted to see how I'd react and if I'd confess my feelings for her.
Whoa, Mom's such a trickster.
Yeah, haha. She told me she had actually fallen in love with me as we spent time together. I couldn't believe it. It felt like a dream.
Wow, look at you now. You've been married for 20 years and all. It's a beautiful story.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey. So what's your plan with your feelings for your best friend?
Well, I've been thinking about it. I want to tell her, but I'm afraid it might change things between us.
I understand, but keeping it to yourself won't make it easier. Sometimes taking a risk is worth it. Who knows, she might feel the same way.
You think so?
Absolutely. Being honest about your feelings is important. It's better to know where you stand than to wonder what if.
Thanks, Dad. I'll gather up the courage and talk to her about it.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between the father and son. Who is Patrick's crush? Answer: Patrick's crush is his best friend, Marie. How did Patrick's dad realize he loved his mom? Answer: Patrick's dad realized he loved his mom even more than he thought when he heard her talking excitedly about dating someone else. What advice did Patrick's dad give him about telling Marie how he feels? Answer: Patrick's dad advised him to be honest about his feelings because it's better to know where he stands than to wonder what if. So, did you get all the questions correct? Let us know in the comment section. Now let's hear a conversation between a grandfather and his grandson discussing finding the one. Let's begin.
All right, Oscar, we're finally here in the park. Now let's talk about what's bothering you.
What thing, Grandpa? Why are we here? What's going on?
Something's up with you, Oscar. Tell me, what's going on?
Oh, nothing, Grandpa. I'm fine, really. No need to worry.
Oh, come on now. I know you too well. You're just like your father. You can't fool me with lies.
I thought we were heading to the mall to pick up some things. You mentioned that, right?
Of course. We'll go to the mall, but first let's chat here. I can sense something's bothering you, Oscar. Don't brush it off. You can trust me. I may be old, but I've dealt with my fair share of problems.
Well, I'm not sure if I should tell you.
Why is it about a girl, your girlfriend?
Yeah, I've been having some doubts about our relationship.
Oh, I didn't know you had a girlfriend, but it's not surprising. You're growing up, turning 28 next month.
Yeah, I've been with Linda for over a year now.
A year? That's quite a while. Why didn't you mention her before? I'd love to meet her.
Well, we've both been busy with our own stuff, and I guess I didn't think to bring it up.
I see. But tell me, what's the problem? Did something happen? Did she cheat on you?
No, nothing like that. Linda's a great girl. It's just, after being together for so long, I'm starting to wonder if she's the right one for me, you know?
I understand. More than a year is a serious commitment. It's natural to question if she's the right partner for you.
Yeah, I love her, I'm sure of that. But before taking any big steps, I want to be absolutely certain.
Oscar, I'm really happy for you, and I understand your concerns. But don't worry, I'll help you figure it out. Let me share some tips on how to know if Linda is the right one for you.
Okay, I'm listening.
So, when you meet someone special, it's important to see if they bring happiness and fulfillment into your life. You know she's the one if just thinking about her makes you happy. Every little thing about her brings a smile to your face, even the annoying stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Linda does make me really happy.
Exactly. And even though nobody's perfect, you still see the beauty in her. Even when you're mad. It's like magic.
I see what you mean. Linda has her flaws, but I still love her.
See? And most importantly, she's the one you turn to when you need someone to talk to, especially on a bad day. She's the person you trust with everything. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does, Grandpa.
Another sign, Oscar, is if Linda loves you for who you truly are, quirks and all. She accepts every part of you, even the messy bits.
Yeah, that's important. Linda's always been supportive of me.
And when you doubt yourself, she's there to lift you up.
Oh yeah, I remember the time I was hesitant to take a risk. She believed in me. Linda always has my back.
And when you're feeling down or sick, she's right there taking care of you.
She really is always there for me, through the good times and the bad.
That's loyalty, Oscar. If Linda shows unwavering support and loyalty, then she might just be the one for you. If you can imagine your future with Linda, that's a sign she's the one for you.
Yes, Grandpa. I always think of having her by my side when I achieve my dreams, like landing my dream job or buying my dream house.
So, if you're already planning your future with her, she challenges you, supports you, and brings out the best in you, I can totally say she's the one for you.
Thanks for helping me sort things out, Grandpa. One thing that I also notice about us is when it comes to arguments, we both don't hesitate to apologize and make up. We know that being together is what matters most.
Precisely. You both share your deepest thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment. You're open and vulnerable with each other physically, emotionally, and mentally.
Yeah, that's true. Linda's always been my rock. I'm certain she's the right person for me.
Well then, Oscar, it sounds like you've found your lobster. So what do you think you'll do next?
I'll formally introduce her to the family and will ask her father's permission to propose. Then I will ask her to marry me. I'm excited about our future together.
I'm glad to hear that, Oscar. I'm excited to meet her. I wish you both all the happiness in the world. Remember, I'm always here for you if you need anything.
Thanks, Grandpa. I'll keep that in mind. I appreciate your advice and support. Let's head to the mall now and pick up the item you need. I might also check out some rings.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between the grandfather and his grandson. How does Grandpa know something's bothering Oscar? Answer: Grandpa knows Oscar well and can tell when he's not himself. Why is Oscar unsure about his relationship with Linda? Answer: Oscar's been dating Linda for a year and wonders if she's the right one for him. What advice does Grandpa give Oscar about knowing if Linda is the one? Answer: Grandpa tells Oscar to see if Linda makes him happy, accepts him, supports him, and if they can picture a future together. So, how many questions did you get right for the second scene? Let us know in the comment section. Now we're down for the last conversation as Nick helps John fall in love with his friend Sonia. Are you still taking notes? Make sure to write down the highlighted words and discover their meanings at the end of this video.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hey Nick, not much. What about you?
I'm good. Actually, I wanted to ask for your opinion on something.
Sure, what's on your mind?
Well, I know you've been single for a while, and I thought of someone who might be a good match for you.
Oh, not the dating topic again.
No, seriously, I'm not teasing. I have a friend Sonia, who's also single and looking to meet someone. Are you interested in going on a date with her?
Wow, really? Tell me more about her. What's she like?
Sonia is my coworker. She's really smart, funny, and everyone at work loves her. She's also really nice.
Sounds interesting. What does she look like?
She's a brunette, with long hair, not too tall, but really pretty.
Yeah, she sounds like my type. Can you introduce me to her?
Sure thing, man. Let me check with Sonia first. And if she's okay with it, I'll give you her contact information.
Awesome, thanks, bro.
Nick suggested a blind date to Sonia with his friend John, and she agreed. Now let's catch up with John and Nick the day after the big date to hear their conversation about it.
Hey there, why the big smile? Who's got you glued to your phone, texting someone special?
Good morning, Nick. Yeah, I was texting Sonia. It's such a beautiful day, isn't it? Are you headed to work?
Yeah, got an early meeting today. So, spill the beans. How was your date last night?
It was amazing. Sonia is incredible. She's smart and funny, and we have so much in common. Plus, she has great taste in music and loves reading books. And did I mention she has a dog?
Wow, sounds like you hit the jackpot. I can't believe I didn't think of setting you two up earlier.
Thanks again, man. It was a brilliant idea. By the way, did Sonia say anything about me?
Oh yeah, she texted me saying she likes you too.
Really, that's fantastic.
So what's next? You like her, she likes you. Sounds like it's time to ask her out for a second date.
You're right. But what should I say? I'm not sure what to text her.
Keep it simple. Just thank her for the great date and suggest meeting up again sometime soon. Straightforward and to the point.
Got it. Thanks, Nick. I'll text her right away.
Or you could go old school.
Old school?
Yeah, old school, you know. Do it the old-fashioned way.
I'm confused. What do you mean?
You could call her. Women like it when a man picks up the phone and calls. It'll set you apart. Everyone just texts these days.
Great idea.
John followed what Nick suggested, and after a few days, John asked Nick if they could meet.
Hey Nick, how's it going?
Hey, John, I'm good. It's been a while since we caught up.
Yeah, sorry about that. Been pretty swamped lately.
No worries. I know how it goes. So, what's new with you?
Well, actually, I wanted to meet up today because I have something to share with you.
Oh, you sound serious. What's on your mind?
Sonia and I are officially a couple now.
Seriously? That's fantastic news. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. It all happened pretty recently. I wanted to tell you in person rather than over the phone.
I appreciate that, John. I'm really happy for you guys. And hey, don't mention it. I'm just glad I could introduce you two.
Well, we owe it all to you, Nick. Thanks again for everything.
No problem, John. I'm just glad things worked out.
Now let's review vocabulary from these conversations. Let's review some of the natural-sounding everyday phrases used by native English speakers. Watch the video again after you study the vocabulary words to learn them even better, and subscribe to see our other videos. Figure it out to find a solution or understand something. Spill the beans to reveal a secret or disclose information. Hit it off to get along well with someone from the very beginning. Punch in the gut to feel deeply upset or shocked by something. Muster up the courage to gather or summon the bravery needed to do something difficult or scary. Brush it off to ignore or dismiss something as unimportant or insignificant. Quite a while. A long period of time. Have my back to support or defend someone, especially in difficult situations. Be someone's rock. To be a source of strength, support, or stability for someone. Found your lobster. A humorous way of saying you found your perfect partner, referencing a line from the TV show Friends. Hit the jackpot. To achieve great success or find something very valuable or desirable. Catch up. To spend time with someone and exchange news or updates about each other's lives. Old school, doing things in traditional or old-fashioned ways, often viewed positively. Don't mention it. A polite way of saying that something was not a problem or inconvenience. Worked out, referring to a situation or plan that has been successful or resolved positively. Were the conversations relatable? Try using these conversations with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.